Hey guys, this is Anson and today I'm going to show you how I was attacked by a Lockbit 3.0 ransomware. Now before I get into any of this, I said I was going to upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not going to be possible. I'll just upload a video whenever I can because I'm just really busy, and even this video was supposed to be released kind of a while ago. But yeah, hopefully I can upload a few whenever I can. I have a lot of ideas for interesting videos. So as you can see here, there's strange files on my desktop, and it's kind of messed up. So these are all personal files that were encrypted after this ransomware attacked my computer. It even deactivated Windows, as you can see by the watermark, which is kind of weird. And I can't seem to fix it easily, so you'll probably see that throughout the rest of the video. There's also other weird things I'll mention later in the video. And as you can see here, there's a ransom note. And, explains, like, oh, they want you pay money to get your stuff back. And, if you don't do that, then it'll be published on to the web and all that stuff. And I don't know if it was ever published to the web, but there was a chat where you could talk to the hacker people, but I got banned from that. And it definitely wasn't because I sent them Liam Neeson's famous line.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
You might be wondering, well, how did this get on here in the first place? Well, I wanted to access the computer remotely, so I had to forward a port on my router, and I was actually at my dad's house, so I think, his router's older, so that might have played a part of it too. But I had to forward a certain port, and so that opened it up to these Russian hackers. And so how they did it, and this isn't always the case, but all I really had to do was brute force my remote desktop password using a simple tool that anyone can get, like Crowbar, and then connect to my IP address. And normally it's not as easy as that, because usually you have to scan the network for open ports and figure out what services or programs are running on those ports using a tool like Nmap. And then they go into like an exploit database and search whatever program or service is running on that port, and they use that to somehow, I don't even really fully understand it, but somehow they use that and break in. But yeah, in my case, unfortunately, they were just able to brute force the remote desktop password, my user password. Obviously, I was kind of upset. You start going through here, all my personal files. They weren't able to encrypt, like, the C drive, because the program would have to have admin privileges to be able to encrypt those files. And but everything in my user folder encrypted. Like, you go into old videos, all these, with this logo, all these files are encrypted. Now these these are stuff I made after, so they're not encrypted, but you go into like documents, all this is encrypted. Pictures, all this is encrypted except for stuff I made after. But yeah, it's pretty annoying. It's kind of weird because like hidden folders like app data wasn't encrypted. All this wasn't encrypted. This .minecraft folder, which is awesome. But a lot of stuff was. So started looking into this. Obviously, according to this VMware article I found, my files were encrypted with this very good algorithm. And, because I was trying to figure out, well, what if there's some kind of way to decrypt this, There's even a leaked version of the decryptor, but as I tried that out, I found I couldn't use it, because I didn't have the key, of course. And then I went onto this article and realized what my original problem was. Antivirus software. Now, I did have the built-in Windows Defender, but that's not good enough. And I found out that this specific ransomware tries to disable, Windows security services, as you can see here. So I started looking for another good antivirus software I can install, and I decided on Kaspersky. But what I did realize is that Macs get a lot less ransomware, and this ransomware was designed for Windows. So I was like, well, what if I could just use Mac OS? But yeah, I decided that's probably not the best thing to do because of all the software I use is mostly designed for Windows, drivers and programs like Adobe software and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna have to stick with Windows and use this Kaspersky. And so I started using it. I mean, the trial version, obviously, and it seemed to work pretty well. And it actually prevented it from attacking again. So in between when this ransomware actually attacked and when this video was created, just kind of a while because I've just been really busy. It's protecting me, so that's pretty nice. And obviously I'm gonna try to find a more permanent solution because I'm probably like buy I don't know, maybe like Norton or something, as it's cheaper and it probably just works just as well. And obviously I'm not the only one. Big companies have been hit by this, as you can see here, and some more companies. But then I remembered I had a bunch of files on OneDrive, but yeah, it was like 5 gigabytes over because it used to be like part of my Microsoft 365, but I guess I lost that somehow. I don't know. I forgot how that all worked, but I should have transferred it to my school OneDrive because that's like a terabyte or whatever the 365 limit is. But I didn't, and they notified me that the files are about to be deleted. So I didn't do anything about it, and they were deleted. So that's kind of frustrating. I tried to contact them about it, and obviously once they're deleted, they're gone. So I had a bunch of files I could have covered that were there, but now they're gone, and can't do anything about it. So I was like, what if I can break this code, figure out somehow to decrypt this with quantum computers? And I started messing with this, and I was like, too complicated to do my own. And then I found out that it's probably a while before we'll be able to do that anyway. And according to your favorite assistant, ChatGPT, it wouldn't be possible anyway. Because it would just take way too long, even if there was a way. So I learned a lesson from this. And, I put all these encrypted files in a folder that says to be decrypted, just in case one day someone figures out some kind of way to decrypt these files, which maybe never. So I'll just have to somehow recreate these files, Actually, I did have a backup of some stuff on my laptop, and it's like Minecraft Spigot Java projects and some documents and stuff, and so I'll be able to carry that over. But yeah, a lot of stuff I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, won't be able to ever get back or just recreate somehow. There was something I was working on in the middle of when this ransomware attacked, and it's actually a pretty cool project I'm going to reveal sometime if I can ever get time to work on it. And it shouldn't have sent me back too far because I wasn't really that far into the project when this attacked. And, obviously I had a backup of all my Spigot server software projects on that laptop, and that backup wasn't really that old. So, yeah, obviously I learned a few things from this. One, it's to have a backup of everything somewhere. I actually created my own drive. I'm gonna put it on one of my extra servers, and made like a folder said I don't need Microsoft because I can have my own drive on one of my other computers. I can store my documents, pictures, videos, and just access it from this computer using SFTP because I'm gonna run it on Ubuntu server. Just copy all my files there, and whenever some dumb ransomware attacks, by this Russian hacker team, I won't need to worry because I'll have a backup. But that brings me to the second reason, is always have an extra antivirus. Besides Windows Defender, it's not good enough. People design these ransomwares to, disable the Windows Defender. If you have one of these, well, why not just prevent the whole attack in the first place? There's a network attack blocker on any antivirus software. The last thing to remember is always be careful of the ports you're forwarding. I ended up just getting rid of the built-in remote desktop port because I figured, if I need to connect to this remotely, I could just do it through maybe like a AnyDesk, which is another remote desktop software, or, if it's one of my servers, I can just use the secure OpenSSH, which is, more secure than Microsoft Remote Desktop, which, man, it's so annoying how it must not be encrypted enough or something, because people can just brute force in and attack you and put their encryption software on there and, well, make you pay money to get your stuff back if you have to get it back. In my case, they maybe pay $4,000, and I said no to that, of course. Because what happens if a ransomware attacks your computer is weird stuff happens, you lose all your personal files, what? How does this even happen? I don't understand. I guess it must have messed up Windows. Yeah, maybe it was trying to disable Defender. If I try to open Defender, well, it's not even there. I don't know where it went, so not everything has been working for me. Microsoft Office doesn't even work anymore. I can't even fix the activation problem. Weird stuff is happening, so I'm probably just gonna have to reinstall Windows completely, keep a copy of all these encrypted files, even though they're probably never gonna be any good anymore. I'll always have my own drive now. Won't have to worry about Microsoft deleting my files, because that 365 ran out or something. Won't have to worry about all that. It'll be always safe with me. See, I don't know, World Wide Web goes crazy, I'll still have a copy of my files. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You learned a few things. Always keep a backup. Have antivirus software. Beware of your ports. Shouldn't be attacked by a ransomware that may set you back in your projects. And it's pretty annoying. Something that can ruin your day, probably, I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your day. Don't get attacked by ransomware.